contact me in any type of way. And that's all I'm asking is, like, because I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot. And as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over with. I work every day. I also have my own kids to take care of. So it's like, it's been a journey for me, and it's just like, I just got so much on my name right now. I never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I work for everything. I work for everything.
No. If you talk to him personally, that's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. You know what I think his son? First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt, this is like his caretaker, didn't like approve of it. She said, no, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of shit that was going on. Yeah, the lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough though. He just wanted dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. I mean, that's why.
The long-simmering paternity battle involving Rymir Satterthwaite, who has publicly claimed for years to be Jay-Z's biological son, is now erupting into full-blown legal and media warfare. After countless setbacks and what many saw as intentional stonewalling, Rymir has reportedly been granted court approval to formally pursue his paternity claim, a decision that has suddenly put enormous pressure on Jay-Z to respond and possibly face a DNA test he's long avoided. For over a decade, Rymir has fought to be heard. His claims, dismissed repeatedly by the system and allegedly ignored by Jay-Z's legal team, are now back on the table, and this time with serious backing. Allegations have resurfaced that Jay-Z used legal loopholes and influence to dodge DNA testing, and that there were multiple attempts to shut the case down quietly, raising questions about what the rap mogul may be trying to avoid. So join me today as we look into why all of a sudden Rymir has Jay-Z in full panic mode. Is his decades-old secret finally getting exposed? Better grab your cups, because I am about to serve you with this hot tea. So, in a stunning development that's sending shockwaves through the entertainment world, Rymir Satterthwaite, a 30-year-old man from New Jersey, has officially been granted court approval to move forward with his long-standing paternity case against Jay-Z. After years of legal delays, sealed records, and strategic silence, the truth may finally be forced into the light, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Rymir has claimed for years that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is his biological father, stemming from an alleged relationship with his mother in the early 1990s when she was reportedly underage. While Jay-Z has never acknowledged the claim, critics have long accused him of using legal loopholes, high-powered attorneys, and sealed documents to avoid taking a DNA test that could confirm or refute the allegation once and for all. Now, with the court greenlighting the case, Jay-Z may finally be compelled to respond and submit to testing he has allegedly evaded for nearly 2 decades. But what's raising even more eyebrows is the reported pressure behind the scenes, allegedly coming from Beyoncé's camp. Insiders claim there has been a concerted effort to keep this story out of the headlines, fearing the fallout it could cause, not just for Jay-Z's image, but for the Carter family's meticulously curated legacy. While Beyoncé has remained publicly silent, rumors of damage control efforts and legal intimidation have fueled further suspicion. Allegations that Rymir and his mother were threatened or pressured to drop the case years ago have also resurfaced, painting a picture of a powerful empire working overtime to suppress a potentially damning truth. The implications of this case go beyond tabloid fodder. If the paternity claim is validated, Jay-Z's legal and financial obligations could be significant, but the reputational impact could be even greater. The hip-hop mogul, known for his rags-to-riches story and billion-dollar business empire, could find his legacy entangled in accusations of abandonment, manipulation, and hypocrisy. For Rymir, this isn't about fame or money, at least not publicly. He has long long insisted this is about recognition, closure, and the truth. And now, with the courts finally on his side and public interest reignited, he might finally get the answers he's been chasing for most of his life. UZ Ramir's late mother, Wanda, who passed away in 2019, maintained until her death that she had a brief, intimate relationship with Jay in 1992 when she was just 16 years old. At the time, Jay-Z was an up-and-coming artist, not yet the global mogul he is today. According to Wanda, the two met in Philadelphia, and soon after their alleged encounter, she became pregnant. When she tried to reach out to Jay-Z for a paternity test, she claimed he vanished, cutting off all communication and avoiding responsibility. Wanda's motivations, she insisted, were never about money or fame. "I never asked for money. I just want to know the truth," she once said in a sworn statement. Her only goal was to give her son the answer to a question that had haunted them both for decades: who is his father? But despite her persistence, Wanda's efforts to obtain a paternity test through the courts were met with repeated rejections, often dismissed on technicalities such as jurisdiction and statute limitations. For years, the case sat in limbo, buried in a maze of sealed documents, legal hurdles, and what some allege was intentional obstruction from powerful legal teams. However, now, years later, Raimeh has successfully reopened the case, thanks to recent legal approvals that allow him to pursue his paternity claim as an adult. With new support, mounting public interest, and growing calls for accountability, the case has become more than just a personal quest. It's a cultural flashpoint. You see, if Raimeh's claims are proven, the fallout could be seismic. Not only would it challenge the public image Jay-Z has carefully cultivated, but it could also shed light on how wealth and influence have historically been used to avoid responsibility. Now, in a major legal shift that could finally crack open this case, a judge has officially ordered Jay-Z to respond to paternity claims, marking the first time the hip-hop titan has been legally compelled to address the allegations head-on. This ruling is a turning point in the emotional and highly publicized battle brought forward by Raimeh Satterthwaite, who has spent most of his life seeking recognition from the man he believes is his biological father. Until now, Jay-Z's legal team has skillfully dodged the case using a web of jurisdictional defenses and procedural technicalities, repeatedly avoiding a DNA test. But those defenses have finally run out of road. Now, the billionaire mogul, often portrayed as untouchable, is being pulled into court and forced to respond under the scrutiny of both the law and the court of public opinion. With the legal tide turning, the spotlight has only intensified, fueled by commentary from major industry players. 50 Cent, never one to shy away from controversy, took to social media to mock Jay-Z's silence, suggesting that even someone as powerful as Hov can't dodge the truth forever. Nicki Minaj added even more intrigue to the situation by tweeting cryptically about unpaid dues and hinting that Jay-Z, or someone in his orbit, owes her a lot of money. Her comments have stirred speculation about deeper fractures and long-standing tensions within the upper echelons of the industry. Now here is where the drama gets really messy. Raimeh's godmother has come forward with alarming allegations that someone from Beyoncé's inner circle told Raimeh to "go away, little boy," a chilling statement that suggests more than just legal resistance. It suggests deliberate efforts to silence him. That comment, reportedly made during an off-the-record interaction, has set social media ablaze and raised serious questions about Beyoncé's potential involvement or awareness of the ongoing situation. While Queen Bey has remained publicly silent on the matter, her name being pulled into the fray adds a volatile new layer to the already explosive case, one that could tarnish not only Jay-Z's legacy, but their combined billion-dollar brand. And it doesn't stop there. Raimeh's godmother also claims that an unidentified individual appeared at her property late at night, attempting to discuss the case, a move many now interpret as intimidation or backdoor damage control. The timing of the visit, paired with the court's recent ruling forcing Jay-Z to respond to the paternity suit, has sparked widespread speculation that pressure is mounting behind the scenes and that efforts may be underway to shut the case down quietly, before it reaches a public courtroom. But with each new allegation, that's becoming less and less possible. If Rymeer's claim is legally validated and paternity is confirmed, the ramifications could be catastrophic for Jay-Z, not just financially, but criminally. Wanda Satterthwaite's original claim that she was just 16 years old at the time of her alleged encounter with Jay-Z opens the door to potential statutory charges, depending on jurisdiction and whether the statute of limitations can be argued. Beyond the courtroom, the fallout would shatter the narrative Jay-Z has carefully constructed over the last 2 decades, that of a self-made mogul, devoted husband, father, and cultural leader. Suddenly, the man who once stood at the intersection of business, activism, and music could find himself embroiled in scandal, legal risk, and public disgrace. What began as a dismissed claim from a young man searching for identity has now morphed into a full-blown reckoning, one that touches the highest tiers of fame, wealth, and influence. And as more details leak, more voices speak out, and legal deadlines loom, the illusion of control around Jay-Z's public image is crumbling fast. Now, Rymeer has expressed his determination to uncover the truth, stating, "I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day. I can take that." His persistence in pursuing this case highlights the struggles faced by individuals against powerful figures in the legal system. Rymeer's fight is not just about personal identity. It resonates with many who feel marginalized by societal structures. As the case progresses, the public is left to ponder the implications of Jay-Z's silence and the potential truths that may emerge. Rymeer's quest for identity and acknowledgement has gained traction, and with the support of notable figures in the entertainment industry, he is no longer fighting alone. The outcome of this case could redefine not only Rymeer's life, but also the narrative surrounding Jay-Z and his family. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. Anyways, what do you think about this drama? Let me know your opinions in the comments. And don't forget to check out our other stories for even more celeb tea. Till next time, bye.